What do I mean by the decline of U.S. capitalism? Well, I mean that there are signs that could be read, and I believe should be read, as symptoms of that decline. We're not talking about collapse, but we are talking about decline. And now the mass of the American people are beginning to feel it and sense it too. The notion that the United States was a place where every generation lives better than the one before, that notion is dead. Many, many Americans feel bitter and angry. It's a major part of Donald Trump's support was coming from the people who feel betrayed. They experience the decline I'm talking about as a betrayal. Somebody has got to be to blame. Could it be immigrants? Could it be liberals? Could it be black and brown people? The scapegoat opportunity is always there, and there's always a sleazoid politician who'll climb aboard the scapegoat train and ride it as far as he can. Trump is only the latest. But there's a lesson there to learn. There is something real going on, making people upset and angry and bitter and sometimes cruel and nasty. What is this? Economic decline, especially when you're not prepared for it, is a social trauma. And we're living through it now. That's why there was a Trump. Here's the way it can go. When the decline sets in, and you have to begin to face what that means, one reaction is denial. We are living in a country that is mostly about denial. Trump denies in one way, but Biden denies in another. One is going to make America great again, which is half an admission if you think about it. We have to go back because we're sliding. Biden says, oh, no, build back better. Well, there's the admission again, buried in the words. Yeah, something's wrong. Well, we lurch to the right, like the Germans did. We haven't paid the price the Germans did yet. And this latest election suggests maybe the majority of Americans are basically beginning to understand and are trying not to go to the far right. They're going to try running down the middle. You know, Biden, the Democrats, neoliberalism, globalization, back to normal, 100 ways of saying it. But now here's a hopeful way to end this story. If the lurching to the right, which we just had 4 years of, didn't solve the problem, and let me underscore, it didn't solve the problem. Our economy is in worse shape than when Mr. Trump started. Our global position is poorer than when Mr. Trump started. Our public health is a disaster. Our economic future looks grim. Yeah, he didn't solve the problem of decline. And I'm here to tell you that there's nothing in Mr. Biden's program that offers any solution either. No question which is the better way to go. But if you're looking for a solution, if you're aware that we have a decline, then you will not find a solution in Mr. Biden either. It's as much of a prediction as I will make. But the good news, the silver lining in a cloudy spectrum of options, what we haven't tried in the United States is to go to the left, to be progressive, to do things that we have done that have worked in the past. The last time the United States faced decline, it was the collapse after 1929, when the roaring 20s gave us the depressed 30s. And in that moment, the American people rose up and they went left, creating Social Security, unemployment compensation, a federal jobs program, a minimum wage. And that got us out of the Depression pretty well, not alone, but pretty well. And it was a better way to go. And that's my message to you. You can handle a decline. We were a rich country, but you have to be ready to admit it in order to solve it. It's a little bit like AA. You have to admit you have a problem as your first step in solving it. We are a declining economic power, and that either gets faced and managed in a humane way, or it drives us crazy into political and moral dead ends.